Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Many places when we go, some peculiar kind of questions come up under the disguise of spiritual life. One of the questions recently I came across was, Swamiji, how many realized people are in this world? So I told, I know only one. Who is that? I said, you are realized. Now tell me, how can I be miserable when such cartoons I come across? No, I just wanted to know how many people are there. See, when these topics are discussed in the scriptures, the Jivan Mukta Purush, the one who is liberated while alive, or Videha Mukta, or a wise man, or an ideal devotee. When these topics are taken, they are not meant for evaluating the world. So, devotee, Adveshta Sarva Bhutanam Adveshta, he doesn't like onion. He hates onion, cannot be a devotee. Correct? So, these topics are meant for, these descriptions are the pointers for us to walk the spiritual path. If we have attained fulfillment in life in the form of devotion, mad bhaktim labhate param. When the para bhakti is attained, then what happens? Now these are the symptoms. So that should be our practice. So we should start that I don't hate anybody. Adveshta sarva bhutanam. Maitra, friendly with everyone but not getting locked up with a friend. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna evacha. So these topics are meant for our own spiritual practice. So here also the question asked was, Kumaraha Parameshwaram Papracha Jivan Mukta Videya Mukta Yoho Stitiyam Anubruhiti Sahovacha Parashivaha. Yesterday we have seen Dehatrayatiriktoham Shuddha Chaitanyamasmiham Brahmaham iti yasyantaha sa Jivan Mukta Uchyate. Similarly, we have also seen Ananda Ganasaruposmi Parananda Ganosmiham Yasya Dehadikam Nasi Yasya Brahmeti Nishchayaha Paramananda Purno Yaha Sa Jivan Mukta Uchyate. So he who has discovered Paramananda means what? Fulfillment in life. Fulfillment in life means what? There is nothing to do, nowhere to go. There is no achievement, there is no failure. Just to understand this through our day-to-day experiences, it is something like an actor acting on the stage. When he is acting there as a criminal, he is not a criminal. When he is acting as a saint, he is not a saint. Exactly the same way, the wise man living in this world has attained fulfillment, there is nothing to gain, nothing to lose. Up to here we have seen. Yasya kinchit aham nasti chinmatrenavatishtate chaitanya matru yasyantaha chinmatraika sarupavan sarvatra purna rupatma sarvatratma amasheshakaha ananda vyatiriktas anandara tivya avyaktaha paripurna chidatmagaha shuddha chaitanya rupatma sarva sanga vivarjitaha nityananda prasannatma yanya chinta vivarjitaha kinchit Astitvahino yaha sajivan mukta uchyate. Now here is a list of things. First, yasya kinchit aham nasti. How do we know whether we have a strong ego or not? What are the symptoms? Don't find out others. Okay, I got a symptom. My mother-in-law is very strong ego. No. So what are the symptoms of the ego, the aham? Yasya kinchit aham nasti. First is, he is never miserable. Doesn't get hurt. Doesn't have to prove anything to anybody in this world. And also, doesn't talk about his past or her past. Nor interested in somebody else's past. Because now we have started living ultimately in the utter present. So what is the aham, the ego? Is this. The one carrying the burden of the total past experiences, good or bad, is called as aham, the ego. Yasya kinchit aham nasti. And therefore, there is no place for such great masters to write an autobiography. Do we write the autobiography of the dreamer? We don't write. So for every dream there is a separate dreamer. Equally so, for every waking experience there is a separate waker. That day when this statement will be digested by us and assimilated, understand, we have reached Jivan Mukti. Who is born? With every dream, a new dreamer is born. If this is accepted, then on what ground we say it is the same waker? See, our body is constantly changing. It is said, according to medical sciences, I don't know, that all the cells of our body are totally replaced every 7 years. Suppose somebody is 70 years of age. So how many bodies he has changed already? 7 bodies. So, identified with the baby body, I am a baby. Identified with the teenage body, I am a teenager. See? So who are you actually? None of them and all of them. Therefore, yasya kinchit aham nasti, then chinmatri navadishtate, and he is living only as pure, conscious, blissful existence. See, friends, how to explain it? Our being, mere existence, not existence of, but we have trained ourselves to recognize existence of this or that. Now drop that off and come back to pure existence. Like what? This is a book. So existence superimposed with the name and the form called as a book. This is a book. This is a mic. So this is also existence, this is also existence. Okay. In between, there is nothing. So even the nothing is also existence. So in that nothing, I am. So what is the pure existence? Pure existence is that which supports all the asti nasti, is and is not. And therefore is beyond the is and is not. See? Now one step further. When we have no option of this kind of experience, that I am not, we cannot have this option. I am not. We can say I am not attentive, I am not healthy, I am not happy, this we can say. But I am not cannot be said. So if there is no possibility of our absence, is it necessary to say that I am? How simple it is. Then what remains is only that. See, therefore, chinmatrena then chin chaitanya matro yasyantaha, chinmatraika swarupavan, chaitanya matra yasya antaha. He who is ultimately abiding in this pure conscious blissful existence. Now be attentive. Abiding in this doesn't mean all the time sitting quiet like that. Don't disturb yaar, bade mushkil se pakda hai. No. That effortlessness in being, if we have to understand through some examples, one. Ocean is effortless with all kinds of waves. Water is effortless with both ocean and the waves. Space is effortless with all the shapes and the sounds. Meaning, everything is supported, but nothing is influencing. And this we don't have to do. The best part is this. It is like that. We don't have to do anything. Therefore, Chaitanya Matro Yasyantaha Chinmatraika Swarupavan. Therefore, is Chinmatra, absolute conscious blissful existence. Is not the conscious of, knowledge of, experience of. Drop these offs. Sarvatra Purna Rupatma Sarvatratma Vasheshakaha. Sarvatra Purnatma. See? Purnatma, the infinite one. Right? The more you dig the meaning of these words, you come back to yourself. Purna means infinite. And what is infinite? To which nothing can be added and nothing can be taken away. That is infinite. So, if nothing can be added, so when we get something good, there is no happiness. I got it. Something has gone away, I am not miserable. Because in me, the Purnatma, nothing can be added or taken away. And that is what Bhagavan says in second chapter. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. When these complementary opposites, they come and dash against us, nothing disturbs us. In the sixth chapter, Bhagavan gives the symptoms of God realization. Only two symptoms, not a third one. First symptom is Shitoshta Sukhadukkeshu Jitatmanaha. When the complementary opposites dash against, the equanimity of the mind is not compromised. Straight. And Manapamanayoho Prashantasya. Honor and dishonor makes no difference. This is the meaning of Purnatma, Sarvatra Purnatma. Everywhere, ever the same. And Sarvatratma Vasheshakaha. And therefore, he is the Ashesha, the ultimate of everything and being. If I is not there, nothing exists. And we know everything except this I. Therefore, Ananda Ati Ravyaktaha. Ananda Ati. It is the ultimate, the acme of bliss. Acme of bliss means you cannot make more happy or less happy. See, these are all the words indicating the infinite. The happiness that we get through the Prakriti, sense organs, mind or intellect, it has got degree. Suppose you want something. When you think about that thing, what you want, a little bit of happiness start coming. Then that thing what you want to eat has come in front of you. Now finish the prayer quickly. Om Brahma 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 Brahma. So first think about that object, you are happy, 1 degree of happiness. That object is in front of you to eat. Higher degree of happiness. Then you lift it and put in your mouth and close the eyes and the mouth. Then the highest degree. But how long? Even if you are a Bengali and keep on eating rasgulla. First rasgulla, oh, bhalo. Dusra, bhalo. Tisra, malu. That which can be improved or can be reduced is not the truth. And therefore, Ananda ati avyaktaha and paripurna chidatmaka. Therefore, each and every word is straight away diving deep within. And as we go deep within us, we come to discover there is nothing like deep and surface. Deep and surface is for me, when I jump into the ocean, on the surface, the waves will be buffeting me. But when I go deep in the same place, there are no waves, I am at peace. But the surface buffeting and deep no disturbance is for someone who is other than the ocean. But for the ocean, everything is the same. This experience is natural because Shuddha Chaitanya Rupatma Sarva Sangha Vivarjitaha. Now here one important point we have to understand. Shuddha Chaitanya Rupatma, pure conscious existence, means what? Where there is no possibility of anything else. Ekameva dvitiya, neha nanasti kinchana. So what is that? It is said, Sarva Sangha Vivarjitaha. Now this is a very deep topic, but extremely simple. Sangha means attachment. Sarva Sangha Vivarjitaha. Now, each and every word, you start playing with that word. So, what are the companions? Vision is a companion of colors and forms. Now, is the vision attached to any color and form? No. Sense organs and the mind, they are the companions to each other. Is the mind attached to any particular sense organ? No. Consciousness and the 4 experiences, Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, Samadhi. The consciousness supports all of them, but not attached to anything. Therefore, Sangha Vivarjitaha is our natural state. Attachment is an illusion. It is for this purpose our Mahatmas tell us, now Chaturmas is there, therefore for 4 months you should not eat onion, garlic, you should not eat non-vegetarian, you should not drink wine. So you follow that. And after that is followed for 4 months. What we have learned? What we have learned? Ab badla nikalenge. 4 months no onion, garlic. Okay, now the first tea, early morning. In the tea add onion and garlic. 4 months I have not taken. But if we learn as a spiritual practice, we learn that we were thinking that without these things we cannot survive. But we did survive. So we have to discover this freedom. Discover freedom from all dependence on things and beings. See? And as you discover freedom, you discover self-confidence. What is the lack of self-confidence? We have doubt about ourselves. Whether I'll be able to do it or why not? You can. See? Therefore, when it says Sarva Sangha Vivarjitaha, discover this. And for this, try this technique which I am going to tell you, and I assure you, you will not do it. Do experiments on your life. I have been doing that only throughout my life. Do experiments. For 1 year, don't take anything made out of milk. Everybody? Go to BR. How simple it is. Give it a try. And then you will discover we can achieve anything that we need to do. This attachment is not real. See? Sarva Sangha Vivarjita. Similarly, getting up early in the morning is difficult. It is not difficult. If you have to catch a morning flight, whole night you are not able to sleep. Now, why we are unable to achieve certain things? I'll tell you the thumb rule. The thumb rule is, we have not recognized the value and importance of this. That is the reason. Like this example I gave you a number of times, we all have value for money. And therefore, nobody ever complains. Come on, yaar, earning money is very difficult. I am not going to earn money. Nobody ever says. There we discover new techniques. See? Vijay technique. You know Vijay technique? No? You are all outdated fellows. Vijay Mallya technique. Those who do business by investing their own money, they are the fools of the highest order. Business is done on somebody else's money. You ask them to invest and you play with their money. See? So when we have value for the money, we have no difficulty. We will find out a way. Exactly the same way. When we will have value for the spiritual life, and spiritual life begins when we start working on ourselves. When we start working on others, that is social work. And social workers, you know, who is a social worker? He who has been an utter failure in his personal life and therefore wants to take a revenge on the society, he is a social worker. Mind your own house, your own family. The world will be beautiful. See? Therefore, Sangha Vivarjitaha, that is our natural state. We don't have to do anything. Is it not? How many times we have gone through this experiment? Waking comes, goes, dream comes, goes, sleep comes, goes, samadhi begins, ends. What happened to us? Childhood has come and gone, teenage has gone, middle age has gone, old age will also go. Who cares? Where is attachment? Attachment is an illusion. But we hold on to the illusion. Therefore, Sarva Sangha Vivarjitaha Nityananda Prasannatma. Therefore, his Ananda is Nitya. It is not Anitya Ananda. Anitya Ananda is indicated in Bhagavad Gita by Bhagavan Krishna. First is Satvik Ananda. Abhyasadramate yatra dukkhantam janigacchati tasukam satvikam prokta. Now those who are getting up early morning and finishing their morning things, doing yoga and then take bath and then do puja and then do japa and everything regularly, and if something disturbance happens in that, they become miserable. One of my friend, he has been like this, very disciplined, and it so happened that he got some problem, health problem. So doctor has told him, Now you have to be in bed for 15 days, don't do anything. Cut your relations with everybody in the world. You should be absolutely quiet, lie down on the bed, don't talk to anybody. Now for him it was a punishment. See? Therefore, this Ananda is Anitya Ananda, Satvik. It is the Guna, it is the Gauna Ananda. Then Rajasic Ananda, Vishayendriya Sanyogat Yattat Agre Amrutopamam Pariname Vishamiva Tat Sukham Rajasam Srutam. When we are taking food, then mirchi, और थोड़ी खट्टाई डालो. And while eating, from every hole the liquids are coming out. Aha, maja aa gaya. And afterwards, pariname, when the other end opens, see, then there is a calamity, pariname vishamiva. That is Rajasic Sukham. Tamasic Sukham also is Anitya. How long can you sleep? Even if you are a Kumbhakarna, after 6 months you have to get up. Therefore, Nityananda means what? That Ananda, that bliss, that experience which cannot be dependent on anything and which cannot be improved or reduced. Now, what is that Ananda? Be attentive. That Ananda is when there is zero sense of otherness. Dvitiyatvai bhayam bhavati. Upanishad says, wherever there is a sense of otherness, the following things happen. Number 1, desire. Number 2, anger. Number 3, fear. He who is carrying the burden of desire, anger and fear, he can never be happy. And this desire, fear and anger, it comes only if there is a sense of otherness. If there is no sense of otherness, no desire, no fear, no anger. But many seekers, when they sit for prayers or meditation, then what happens? They get an element of fear. And their questions come. Swamiji, whenever I sit for meditation, I always feel, I don't know what will happen. Suppose I am sitting for meditation and start levitating, going up, up, up. What will happen? So I come down. No meditation. Your own created fear. You are not going to levitate. No, but they say, but not for you. Aukat pehchano apni. See, reading here and there, all type of questions. Recently in Varanasi, one person asked me this question. Varanasi is a place of Kabirji. So he asked me, Swamiji, you know Kabirji Maharaj? I said, yes. I could not understand the meaning of this doha. Guru Govinda dou khade, kake lago paye, balihari Guru aapaki, Govinda diyo lakhaye. What is the meaning of this thing? I said, look here, this problem will not come in front of you. So why worry? No, I don't know. Bhagwan has come, Guru. Don't worry. Tum pakode khao. See, friends, Guru and Govinda are not two. We have to catch the subtle point of view. Otherwise, we'll get lost. So, Nityananda, and he who is in this Nityananda, Prasannatma. See? Bhagavan Krishna uses this word 2 times in Bhagavad Gita. Right in the beginning and at the end. In the beginning he says, Prasade sarva dukkhanam hani rasya upajayate prasanna chetaso yashu buddhi paryavatishtate. And he goes through all the things in the Bhagavad Gita, and at the end, again in the 18th chapter, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na shochati na kankshati. Prasannatma is defined as na shochati na kangchati. He who has dropped his total past and stopped worrying about the future. So what is the net result? You are in the present. Present without the past and the future is presence. This presence is not created. Net result, samaha sarveshu bhuteshu. Equanimity is a byproduct of wisdom. And this is what is called as Mad Bhakti Labhate Param. This is called a Para Bhakti. What we think we are devotees, it is upasana, it is not devotion. Upasana is done outside. Chappan bhog. But devotion is happening. Devotion is not done. This example which I gave a number of times, boy and a girl and a mother and a child. Boy and a girl, what they are doing? They are not in love for each other. They are doing their upasana. One man gave a white, what you call, rose to his wife on Valentine Day. She said, first time when we met, you gave me a red rose. Now you are giving me a white rose. What is the meaning? He said, no, that I expected I'll get love. Therefore, I gave red rose. Now white? No, I am expecting there will be peace. That is upasana. That is not love. And a mother has love for the child. There is no upasana. Love is inborn. Love is not a thought. Love is not created. Love happens. See, friends. And what is the reason of this natural love between the mother and the child? Because the mother recognizes that the child is her own extension. There is one very sweet child in Pune. She must be about 4 years, 5 years. When I go there for my talks, she will compel her parents to come. And she will come and sit with all her drawing material and all that. And after the talk is over, within that 1 hour, 1.5 hours, she has made nice. Every time there is a different theme. Going to a park with Swamiji and going for hiking with Swamiji, that kind of theme she develops herself. And then she'll be drawing and all that. And when, now a child, there can't be any beauty in that. There is no proportion, no nothing. But when she gives, Swamiji, this is for you. So when she gives me, there is no element of beauty anywhere. But when she gives me, look at her mother. She's so happy. Why? If my child has done that. If that mother is put as a judge for evaluating the picture, no, this is not good, that is not good. My child is good. See, friends, therefore, what is the Parabhakti? Man Bhakti Labhate Param. Parabhakti is that when you recognize Yasmin Sarvani Bhutani Atmannevanu Pashyati Sarva Bhutastam Atmanam Natoto Vijugupsate. When we are able to see ourselves reflected in everyone and all are in me, thereafter love is not done, love happens. Therefore, this is the meaning of Prasannatma. All the differences are discarded. We start living in the utter present. And here, Anya Chinta Vivarjitaha. And therefore, There are no worries of any kind. Many people unnecessarily, of course, that becomes their hobby or addiction. Many people have this funny notion. Once it happened in Haridwar, the local Samaj Sevak, they decided we should stop people from using the addictive things like smoking, drinks, etc. It's a holy place. So they made a appeal and went to a great Mahatma. Sir, you sign first. Then we all will sign and will submit it to government, and people, we are planning to have 100,000 signatures for this. This area should be banned from using all narcotics, all addictive things. Nashe wali cheezein band kar do. The Mahatma was Mahatma. He said, oh, bahut acha, very good. Nasha, kindly define nasha. Is only smoking a nasha? Is only drink a nasha? What is nasha? We get nasha of our wealth, we get nasha of our beauty, we get nasha of our education, we get nasha of our health. See, similarly, this worrying becomes a nasha. This I learned from one old lady. When I was told, Swami, tell mummy she unnecessarily worries. So I told, Mama, don't worry. She scolded straight away. Don't worry. Then what will I do? I said, you are right. Worry. That is the only thing I can do. Sitting over here, I worry. That keeps me busy. See, friends. So, anya chinta vivarjitam, kinchit astitva hino yaha. How beautiful it is. Kinchit astitva hino yaha. He is not even cognized by the world. Nothing special. See, not too many things, all paraphernalia. Secretary, president, and then I call such Mahatmas as Corporator-anand. You can't go and meet them directly. You have to go through the secretary. And the secretary will say, okay, to talk to Mahatma, you require 700,000 in this bank account immediately. Then you can talk. See, friends. Therefore, kinchit astitva hino yaha sa jivan mukta uchyate. Name, after having told this is what a wise man, Jivan Mukta, is. Now his experience in the words of his own are explained following. न मे चित्तम न मे बुद्धि नाहंकारो न चेन्द्रियम न मे देह कदाचिद्वा न मे प्राणादय क्वचित् न मे माया न मे कामो न मे क्रोध परोस्म्यहम न मे किंचित इदम वापि न मे किंचित जगत न मे दोषो न मे लिंगम न मे चक्षुर्न मे मनः न मे श्रोत्रम न मे नासा न मे जिह्वा न मे करः न मे जागरण न मे स्वप्नम न मे कारणम अन्वपि न मे तुरीयम इति यः स जीवन मुक्त उच्यते. Now, the Jivan Mukta has this experience. See, Name Chittam, I don't have the Chitta. What is the Chitta? Chitta is a memory, SD card, 256 GB. So much garbage collected. One of the way of leading a spiritual life is only this: select and delete your total past. How to delete it? This experiment you try. Something has never happened in your life. Something. Just make a story and start telling the people. See, when I was a child, you know what happened? We were going and then near one tree, there was, this honeybee comb, and somebody was wanting to harvest it, and he threw the stone, and then all the honeybees came and they were all around me, and it was so miserable. Make a story and say the story 100 times to different people. You will start experiencing it has really happened to you. The children are told right from childhood, oh, my daughter is she's so sweet, so beautiful, She's so nice and all that. Now that girl gets into her head, she is the most beautiful one. And then she is grown up. This actually happened. So one girl told me, Swamiji, let's go there, see how beautiful it looks. I said, it looks beautiful. What looks beautiful is never beautiful. What do you mean by that? I said, for example, you look beautiful. Next 3 days, no talking. Anything I'll tell her, oh, I'm not beautiful. Let's go and take food. I'm not beautiful. See? Because right from childhood, it was pumped into her head that she is beautiful. See, friends, therefore, here, all these things are only gathered as impressions, delete them. Name chittam, name buddhi. Therefore, what is the buddhi? Buddhi is a place where logic, argument and cause and effect is a catch. One mother told me, Swamiji, my son is so intelligent. He keeps on asking questions about everything, why this is so, why that is so. I said, those who ask questions, they are not intelligent, they are dumb. Oh God, that means he's not, no, he's not intelligent. Intelligent people answer the questions. But the mother has got the funny notion. My child is very intelligent, he asks a question, why? Because the sky is too high. If you want to be really happy, this Maha Mantra I give you. Don't utter these two words from your mouth under any condition. Two words are why and how. Immediately you say, but why? And then how? What is our life? We are whiling away our life by howling at the life. ये ऐसे ही होता है. देखो, now apply this through analysis of your experience. Have we ever asked a question? Why the fire is hot? We have not asked question. Fire is hot. Accept it. You are happy with it. But this why creates a problem which is not there. There was one house, I was staying there. We finished morning talk, came back, we were having breakfast. Husband, wife, myself and their son, about 8-10 years. He used to come for the talk. And after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, when we were eating something, my friend got a phone call, he has to go. He said, Swamiji, I have to go, I'm so sorry. I said, no, you go, I don't feel sorry, I got breakfast, I don't need you. So he went away. The moment he went away, wife got a chance. Whenever a wife praises a husband, there is a catch in that. Swamiji, that way he is very good, He doesn't have any, bad habits. He doesn't go to clubs. He doesn't go for the parties. All the bad things are not him. But he is so angry. It is impossible to stand to his anger. I don't know what to do with this. So when you give somebody food, torture him. अब खाने दो ना शांति से. So I did not reply. I was enjoying the breakfast. That boy told, Swamiji, may I answer Mummy's question? I said, hey Guru Maharaj, shuru ho jao. And then he said, today Mummy, you came for the class? Yes. What Swamiji told? I don't know the Sanskrit shlok, but meaning I know. He told that everything is Brahman. You have to know that. Tadeva Brahmatvam Vidhi Nedam Yadidam Upasate. Everything is Brahman. Therefore, Swamiji is Brahman, I am Brahman, you are Brahman, this table is Brahman, Paratha is Brahman, our Papa is also Brahman. See the further analysis. Then he said, like there are different brands of biscuits. Britannia, Parle, Monaco. In the same manner, our Papa is angry brand Brahman. Now tell me, who is a sincere seeker of truth? We get lost in the upadhi. Get out of it. Therefore, name chittam, name buddhi, nahankaro na chendriyam. So don't get lost in the buddhi. Intelligence makes us optionally intelligent or intellectual. Intellectual is intelligently miserable. And intelligent people are never miserable. So, name buddhi, nahankaraha na indriyam. Similarly, ahankaraha, I have done this, I have done that. This must get out of our system, and it can be done by using a passive voice. See, little bit of grammar. I have done that job. In that, job is secondary, I is primary. Called technically as kartari prayog, active voice. The job is done. In that, the job is important. Who has done is not important. When this is practiced, ahankar disappears. Na indriyam. Similarly, the sense organs, etc. And they name deha kadachidva, name prana deha kvachit. So like that, with everything, keep on reflecting. Name deha, the body cannot be me. And simple logic, simple understanding, simple experience, not created by us, doesn't listen to us. And yet I am the body. Either you accept every body as your body, or you discard that this body is also not yours. But ours is a compromise. No, other bodies, but this body I am. Then suffer. Okay, never mind. Accept that you are a body. Then everything associated with the body, accept gracefully. Body is body. It will grow. It will become old. Accept the old age gracefully. But we grow in age, in the body grows in age, but we don't want to look old. Then everywhere you see these days, the spa and salon and beauty parlors. So above the neck, sweet 16, below a hanger. What is the need? Live gracefully with what you accepted. Therefore, name deha kadachitva, name prana deha kvachit, similarly prana, etc. Name maya, namo kamo, namo krodha parosmeham. Similarly, maya. Maya means what? These words are very important. And these words being loosely used create more confusions. Maya is that experience which is gathered through the limitations of the sense organs, mind and intellect, and that experience alone is taken as real. This whole phenomena is called as Maya. Maya is not something, some lady, Maya aa gayi. UP mein hai abhi. See friends, so important. So how this Maya works? Whatever I understand, that alone I'll accept. If I don't understand, I won't accept. We are under the influence of Maya. Unless I see myself, I don't believe. I don't have blind faith. Very good. Do you know from which womb you have dropped in this world? Somebody tells, she is your mom. Blindly we accept. We don't tell mom, mom, DNA nikalo. Let me see my DNA. No, password is not question. No. We accept our mother only through blind faith. And that mother whom we have accepted through blind faith, she tells, he is your father. That is also through blind faith. See friends, Therefore, to go beyond the Maya, we have to begin with Shraddhavan Labate Jnanam Tatparaha Sayyatindriya. Therefore, Name Maya, Name Kamaha, nor I have any desire. God realization according to Kathopanishad and Jivan Mukti according to Bhagavad Gita has the same meaning. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, what is the meaning of a Jivan Mukta Purush in the second chapter? Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan atmanne vatmana tushta. Two conditions. Yada sarvan manogatan kaman prajahati. When one is able to discard for good all the possible desires in the mind, that doesn't mean he is bored. कुछ करने को इच्छा ही नहीं है. That is not that. Then Atmaneva Atmana Tushta. He is totally fulfilled. A person who is at peace with himself or herself alone can be at peace with the whole world. See, friends, what makes us not fulfilled? Desires. And Kathopanishad says, Yada sarve pramuchante kama yasya vridhishritaha. When all the desires entertained in the heart are completely given up, Atha martyaha amruto bhavati. Atha, immediately, here and now, he has attained immortality. Atra brahma samashnute. He has merged in the absolute. In this manner, name maya, name kamo, name krodha parosmeham, name krodha. Krodha is the rebound of the desire if it is not fulfilled. Krodha, if you break this word, it means ka plus rudh is a dhatu. That which stops the expression of happiness is called as krodha or anger. Can somebody say, I am very happy but want to mar tumko? Happiness and anger can never go together. Therefore, name krodha parosmeham, I am beyond all of them. Name kinchit idam vapi, name kinchit to chit jagat. I have nothing in this world, not the whole world. Name dosho, name lingam, name chakshur, name vanaha. I have no impurity. Many of us carry this burden, particularly in the old age. These two things, consciously we have to delete them. Number one, guilt of wrongdoings in the past. Knowingly, unknowingly. That guilt will not allow us to get out of the Jiva Bhava. There is none in this world in whose life something wrong has not happened, knowingly or unknowingly. But we hold on to that. And because of that, in the old age, many people, they have no problem. Everything is fine, property is okay, children are nice, health is very good, everything is no problem, servants are there, car is there, I go for a walk in my car, everything is there. They go for a walk in a car. And yet, Swamiji, the mind is very disturbed. It's only because that burden of guilt. Drop it. It can be dropped only through wisdom. Whatever good or bad has happened, it happened at that age. So that age, let's say it was a teenage. Now teenage has gone. Along with the teenage, the teenager also has gone. I have nothing to do with him. But as if the burden of this past life, past within this life, as if the burden of the past within this life is not enough for us. We borrow it from the last life. पिछले जन्म में पाप किया होगा. brought forward account. This has nothing to do with the truth. Drop completely. Therefore, name doshaha. Dosha belongs to the Prakriti. Where there is a Prakriti, there is a Vikruti. Where Vikruti, Sanskriti is required. Paramatma is asanskrit. In Ganapati Atharva Shirsha, Ganesha is referred by this name. Om Vratapataye Namaha. Vrata means Vatrat. The one who is uncultured. Vratapati, the master of the uncultured. Because there is no culture required. Name dosho, name lingam, name chakshur, name manaha. So all these sense organs, mind, etc. are completely dropped. Name shrotram, name nasa, name jiva, name kara, name jagran, name sapnam, name karanam anvapi. So all these conditionings are one by one discarded by this wise man. The only way which we can think of living the spiritual life is don't bring your personal life in public. Number one. Number two, we should not have opinions about anything in this world. Number three, we must not gather information about anybody. Don't be a Google. In today's world, today is a digital world. In the digital world, children are not born. They are downloaded. And then they are given a username and a password. And in the digital world, the parents are, father is Google, ask him anything, he replies. And mother is Amazon, Amazon. See, whole life is so simple, friends. And the more simple you remain, it becomes easy. So, name turiyam iti yaha saha jivan mukta uchyate. Otherwise, you get lost, now, I want to be in Turiya. Swamiji, how to go in Turiya? Go to market, तुरई की सब्जी ले आओ. Words. Similarly, Swamiji, what about meditation? ठीक है. Because words are heard, meaning is never known. Like they talk about meditation. Now, what meditation means? Does it mean dharana? Does it mean dhyan? Does it mean samadhi? What does it mean, meditation? स्वामी जी आप meditation करते हैं क्या? नहीं. You don't do meditation? No. How come? I said, why? Is it a compulsion of meditate? All funny things. So, idam sarvam name kinchit, ayam sarvam name kochit, name kalo, name desho, name vastu, name mati, name snanam, name sandhya, name daivam, name stalam, name tirtham, name seva, name jnanam, name padam, name bandho, name janma, name vakyam, name ravi, name punyam, name papam, name karyam, name shubham, name jiva iti swatma, name kinchit jagatrayam, name moksho, name dvaitam, name vedo, name vidhi, name antikam, name duram, name bodho, name raha, name guru, name shishyo, name hino na chalikaha, name brahma, name vishnu, name rudro na chandrama, name prithvi, name toyam, name vayur, name viyan, name vanyir, name gotram, name laksham, name bhavaha, name dhyata, name dheyam, name dhyanam, name manuhu, name shitam, name joshnam, name tushna, name kshudha, name mitram, name shatru, name moho, name jayaha, name purvam, name paschan, name urdhvam, name dishaha, name Vaktavyam alpam va name shrotavyam anvapi, name mantavyam ishadva, name dhyatavyam anvapi. All these things are indicating stage by stage evolution as we walk the spiritual path. First, name kalo, name desho, name vastu, name matihi. We get lost in this desha kala vastu three things. And it's only looking at others. So when you are there, you follow that, but don't get lost in that. We get lost. Like example, like Ekadashi. When Ekadashi is followed by different people, it has got a different meaning. Meaning means what? Menu. Ekadashi is nowhere done for observing fast. It's a change of diet. So if it is a Gujarati, Marwadi, you should follow Ekadashi. Daba ke khayenge. If you go to South India, Ekadashi means only white rice is not eaten. Rest everything is okay. If you go to this Maharashtra, Gujarat, all that, Sabudana Khichdi. Therefore, these are all the traditions going on. Wherever you are, you follow that. That's it. Don't get lost in that. Otherwise, but in our place, we don't say, forget about it. If you are in North India, Hanumanji is born on Tuesday. If you are in South India, South Indian Hanumanji is on Saturday. What is the problem? But that is right or that is right. You are right. See, friends. Therefore, the Desha Kala Vastu, these are okay in their own place. Don't get carried away by all these differences. Name Matihi, Name Snanam, Name Sandhya. So, if you are taking bath, very good. If you are not, never mind. Thank you very much. This is what I wanted to hear. But every day they tell, oh, you have to take bath, you have to take bath. See, Jivan Mukta. Friends. Name Snanam, Name Sandhya, Name Dvaitam, Name Stalam. About this I tell you. I have a very good friend. He is very good in Ramcharitmanas. He plays the harmonium, sings also bhajan. So, and I know his way. He is very, very disciplined, unlike me. So, when he has to go for satsang, he will be first of all finishing his bath and all that, and then japa, and then the part, and everything he has to do. Hanuman Chalisa so many times, and then he will be dressing properly with all the ornaments, and then he is ready to do satsang. So, he came for one of my retreats. He said, I want to come and spend time with you. I said, come, no problem. Because he was a Swami, he was also given a special status. And one day we went for a picnic, the whole group. So I told the organizer, I said, look here, carry this small Ramcharitmanas Gutka, about 50 copies. Don't tell anybody. And when we go to that place, you ask him to talk on Ramcharitmanas. He's really very good. You praise him and ask him to speak. And don't talk a word now hereafter. What I told, that only you do. We went to that place, beautiful, huge, long, wonderful lake, and we stopped our 2 bus loads. I got down and I started walking straight away. My friend, Haji, I said, no, you stay here. I want to go alone. Please leave me alone. So I went alone. And I knew what is going to happen. So the organizer told him, Swamiji, see that Swamiji has gone away. Now at least you do satsang for us. We know you are very good in Ramcharitmanas, so we want to hear from you. We have heard enough of Vedanta. Now we want bhajan kirtan. So he said, no. No, but there is no Ramcharitmanas and how can I do it? No, Swamiji, we have brought it. Now he can't do anything. His all earlier niyam, after finishing bath and then doing the japa, everything is not possible. And he became so miserable. And I was happy. Don't get caught up anywhere in life. Otherwise, we make our own life miserable. So, name snanam, name sandhya. If not, it's okay. How does it matter? Always remember this thing. Whatever we are doing or not doing, it has impact on our mind. And if we are aware that whatever we are doing or not doing, we should see that it has no impact on our mind. Then we are the spiritual seekers. See? So look at the world, but let not the world enter in you. And world enters in us in the form of likes or dislikes. When we dislike something, the world has entered in our bosom. Please don't bring him, Swamiji, with you. I don't like him. I said, okay, don't worry. I went. Then my host told me, Swamiji, you must have felt bad. I told not to bring him. I said, why should I feel bad? As long as you give me food, that is enough. He said, no, I didn't want him to come to my house because I hate him. When he said like that, I started laughing. He said, Swamiji, why are you laughing? I said, good joke, yaar. What joke? Joke is you hate him, therefore you don't want him in your house. But he is in your heart. Is it not a big joke? See, friends. Therefore, name snanam, name sandhya, name daivam, name stalam, name tirtham, name seva, name jnanam, name padam. You see all the great masters. Start from nearby. Our Nisargadatta Maharaj was in Kashi, Banaras, Vrindavan, no, in a small gully in Girgaon, 10 by 10. Take Shirdi Sai Baba. Today also, Shirdi is not a good place to live. But because of that, that place has got importance. You see our Ganesh Puri's Nityananda Baba, that is the most difficult place to stay. Therefore, the reality is not in the external paraphernalia, but within. Therefore, name tirtham, name seva, name jnanam, name padam, and name bandho, name janma, name vakyam, name ravi. Where is the bondage? We only imagine I am miserable. Oh, Swamiji, when will I get liberated? I say, after I die, you will be liberated. The words only hearing. One boy asked me this question, Swamiji, what is the best method of vasana purgation? I said, Hajmola. They read these words, books here and there, and try to apply them. Therefore, name bandho, name janma, name vakyam, name ravihi, name punyam, name papam, karyam, shubha, shubham. All these things are having no meaning for me, and the most important thing, name jivaha iti swatma. Name jivaha. So these two things, again I am repeating. First part, get rid of the body identification. Second part, get rid of the notion that we are a soul. If these two things are not happening, kurute ganga sagara gamanam, nothing will happen. Agre vanni prishte bhanu ratro chuku samarpita janu, nothing will happen. Angam galitam paritam mundam dashanvihinam jatam tundam, nothing will happen. Jatilo undi lunchita kesha kasha yambara bahukruta vesha. It has nothing to do with the truth. Therefore, here, name jivaha. There is nothing like jiva. The best example to understand jiva is man and husband. Man is Brahman, husband is Brahma. And therefore, husband is miserable, man is not miserable, he is happy. So, man is, he became husband. How he became husband? Because of the conditioning of the wife. So, whenever you carry any burden, Naturally you will bend down, is it not? You can't come straight and carry burden. Therefore all husbands will see obedient. And then they suffer. Therefore, name jivaha, all the upadhis, we are functioning through them. We are the masters. And start from body. Body must behave the way we want. Wake up, wake up. Sleep, sleep. Get up, get up. Don't get up. Walk, walk. How much alasya nidra pramad? These three things tie us down to the body identification. Therefore, name jivaha and it is swatma. Then if I am not the jiva, then who am I? Then we come to discover that there is but one reality expressing through the panchakoshas. And the differences are on account of the gadgets attached to this reality, therefore they appear different. The best example in today's world is electricity in place of Brahman and different gadgets in place of you and me. This we know and we apply, but we don't know that we apply. For example, if I had to get my heart operation done, there is the problem, I have to get up. Okay, will I go? Doctor Sahib, excuse me, आपका गोत्र क्या है? पत्रिका जोड़ के देखते पत्रिका, उसका भी हार्ट अटैक. No, we don't get lost in all that. So we are seeing that only the doctor is expressing and not anybody else. Name kinchit jagatrayam. Name moksho, name dvaitam, name vedo, name vidhi, name andikam, name duram, name bodho, name raha. In this manner, each and every part is taken. So that slowly, slowly, all the wrong notions that I want liberation. If you are in bondage, then there is liberation. What is liberation? To just come to know that you are never bound. Are the eyes bound to the colors and forms? Is the mind bound to any sense organ? Is the Chetana bound to any particular body? Is the consciousness bound to waking dream, deep sleep, samadhi? No. So I am in bondage is only a Bhranti. And Bhranti, the delusion can be removed only through wisdom. There is no other way. You may do anything. Give a lot of donation and get your name there, make your own statue. That is why it is called as Maya ka Karya. Go to UP, make your own statue and cover it and then cut it and then look at it. Narayana. This is all samsara. In this manner, what is the meaning of moksha, what is the meaning of dvaita, etc. When we go deeper and deeper, then we will see Jivan Mukti is easier than to be a samsari. How it is, let us leave it for tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha.